Hey guys, so today we're going to learn how to simplify rational expressions. It's quick, it's easy, you're gonna love it. So let's get going. So when you're simplifying rational expressions, you do two things. You factor the numerator and denominator, and you cancel out any factors of one. So let's take a look. There's an example right here, right? Here's our rational expression. I know it's a rational expression because it looks like a fraction. It's a fraction with polynomials. So I've got in the numerator x squared minus 5x plus 6. They've factored the numerator. That gave us x minus 2 times x minus 3. They probably used that AC method trick. Then they factored the denominator. Whenever you have a leading coefficient that has a negative in it, you always pull the negative out. So they just literally pulled the negative out times x minus 2. When you pull that negative out, this positive, of course, becomes negative, okay? And then they moved on to the second step, which was to cancel out any factors of 1. So remember, we're dealing with fractions here, you guys. And when you have fractions, if you have the same thing in the numerator and denominator, they just cancel out. So we have x minus 2 over x minus 2. They're going to go away. They reduced to 1. So they boom, boom, canceled that, which left them with x minus 3 in the denominator and a negative right here, okay? If you have a negative in a fraction, it doesn't matter where you put it, whether that's the numerator or denominator or just out in front. So they just took that negative and they multiplied it by x minus 3, which gave them negative x plus 3, right? Because negative 1 times x is negative x, and negative 1 times negative 3 is positive 3. So that's it. You factor and cancel. It's such a beautiful thing. Let's take a look at one more example on the next slide. Okay, so here it says simplify, and you have that same rational expression that we saw in our video on domain. X plus 3 in the numerator, x squared minus 9 in the denominator. All we're going to do is factor and cancel. This one's really nice because guess what, you guys? The numerator's already factored. We can factor that no further. The denominator, x squared minus 9. If you need to, pause the video, factor it. Okay, this is a difference of squares. Go ahead. So when you factor that, you should get x plus 3 times x minus 3. And I'm going to throw parentheses around this. Now we cancel. Do you see something that will cancel here? Yes, we have x plus 3 over x plus 3. That just reduces to 1. Pay very special attention here, you guys. This x minus 3 is in the denominator. It has to stay there. It can't magically float up to the numerator, okay? Since these canceled out, we just have a 1. So the answer is 1 over x minus 3. Okay? So nice and easy, right? Factor, cancel, factor, cancel. Here are the same examples we saw from our domain video. Now you're going to simplify them. So factor the numerator, factor the denominator, cancel out factors of 1. All right, have fun. This one's nice and fun. Enjoy.